Oh, turn on the stream and I start looking at my phone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Meaningful Jackson Show. I'm your host, Meaningful Jackson. I will say at the start of today, it was feeling like it was going to be one of those shows where I was going to turn up. But throughout the course of the day, this has gone from one of those type of shows to one where I'm still going to kind of turn up. But because there has been some new developments on a lot of our stories, the main one that we're going to speak of tonight, I've kind of like calmed down, but doesn't mean I'm any less irritated, because although what we feel like we received was good news tonight, we all know that charges don't equate to shit, because we've seen people get charged and get convicted and then get to go home in a week due to like a technicality or like a person coming up missing or whatever the case may be. So white folks are slick, man. they find ways to weasel out of actually accepting the consequences for their actions a lot of times. It's all about if you know the right people who know how to finesse the law. That's pretty much what this shit is. You have to be able to finesse the law and then be able to beat the evidence. I don't think in this case they can beat the evidence, but like the evidence has been very strong in other situations and people are still beating it. So I don't know. This is one of those times where like I have to say, like, I hope that these two gentlemen get treated like our people get treated. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we're talking about the incident where these two white men basically tracked and hunted this black man who's just jogging down the street, and they murdered him. And then we found out there's a videotape. And then you see the tape where it's the craziest shit, where it's these two guys, one guy actually fighting this young man. So one guy, I guess the younger guy, probably the son, is fighting him and trying to shoot him at the same time, and they're wrestling. And then the other guy standing from like on the truck shooting down at him. And then like you end up seeing him take his last and final steps, and then he dies in the street. But it's crazy because AHMAUD, we're gonna get justice for you, bro. But I'm a realist. So tonight on the Meaningful Jackson Show, I'm going to give you my take on this situation and what I think about it. We're going to give you a little more details of the situation if you don't know. And like I said, I said earlier, I plan to make a lot of my white friends uncomfortable. And I feel like that'll happen because even though the video is very cut and dry, there are still a lot of people who try to be like, and I don't know, maybe it's just because you guys, struggle with your, phrasing your sentences, but like the way it comes across as if it's as if they're blaming the victim in this situation. They say things like, well, why is he jogging down the street? But the white people don't own the fucking street. Okay, so why can't he jog down the street? Next, like, well, what if they were just trying to talk to him and then he did something or said something and provoked him? How many people show up to conversations pulled up real quick on a truck and one of the niggas jump out with a shotgun pointed at your face talking about he just want to talk to you? Like, reading shit like that, hearing shit like that, and even when it's not even about this situation, when you think of these situations when they pop up, one of the first things that you see is how different your white friends become and how uncomfortable they become with the fact that we have to talk about this shit. So we're going to talk about this tonight. We're also going to have Priscilla on the show. We're going to talk about some funny stuff tonight. And I said that, and I'm about to say we're going to talk about the Earl Thomas situation. I know a lot of people are not going to think that shit is funny, and I'm gonna crack my jokes, and then I'm going to give you my real take on the Earl situation, because I just feel like We'll get to it. What else do we got? Because we got a minute 30 before I got to intro the show. So what do we got on the list tonight? I'm very confused about Afro Kim Jong-un. Is he dead or is he alive? So please, somebody help me. Somebody let me know what the deal with that is. I also started hearing about this. Not started. I've heard about this show Black Mirror, but now the guy who I guess is like directed or created it said that maybe they're gonna stall season 6 because he feels like people are not ready for it yet, or they won't be able to stomach it. So it got me thinking, like, what is so special about Black Mirror? Because I've never seen that shit ever in my life. So I'm hoping that we'll get some people in the chat tonight, and if they've seen the show, they can let me know what's good, because I don't normally watch shit like that. So people, let me know what you think about this Black Mirror show. Is it lit? Should I check it out, or is this a waste of my damn time? Also, we got officers across the nation who are going crazy, and they're just abusing the shit out of citizens. And a lot of times it's coming down to people not wearing masks and shit. I literally saw a video before we started the show tonight where a lady's at Walmart and the cop literally had her bear hugged and then he slammed her right on her face on the fucking ground. It's crazy. Like, nigga, you probably cracked her fucking skull open and gave her brain damage, all because she wasn't wearing a face mask. All right, let me intro the show. Fucking crazy. Hey, all you Track Talk Radio listeners, welcome to the show, man. I wanted to make sure you weren't listening to music forever. We're also live on YouTube. This is the Minkle Jackson Show. Thank you for tuning in. We are about to dive right into the craziness of today. I know a lot of people are feeling like, okay, let me start from the top. Well, from the middle, or from the end, but it's kind of the middle, but also kind of the top. So, okay. So today we started off where we're all irritated as a motherfucker because we watched a video where two white guys pulled up on a black guy and murdered him in the middle of the street in broad daylight, all because he was just jogging down the street. By midday today, I had also heard a 911 call, not from the people that shot my man AHMAUD, but another joker, another white guy, probably named Kyle. Now, I don't know his name. I think he said his name at the beginning, but I wasn't listening to it because of the absurdity of the call. My man really called 911 to report that there was a black man jogging down the street. And you can even hear the lady on the dispatch ask for clarification. She goes, I want to know what he did wrong. And I want to say, but he goes, he's just jogging down the street. So in my mind, we're in 2020 and we really have white people calling 911 because black people are jogging down the street. You can hear them like in a panic on the 911 call saying, he's just running around the street. I'm like, yo, my man, like, do people in the country not run? That's where I'm extra confused. Do these people not ever run or something like that? Was he just unsure of what this guy was doing, just couldn't believe it? Like, oh my God, what is he doing with his legs? Why are they moving so fast? I don't know what to do. I'm going to call 911. And this guy potentially, I mean, I feel like he's definitely, we got to have a conversation with him, at least to give him an explanation as to what 911 is actually for, and maybe give him some examples of when and when not to call 911, okay? Now, we get to the person who's in the car that records the video. I've also heard reports that they're looking for this guy because he's in the car recording the video, and they say that on the video you can hear him cocking a gun as if he was planning to join the shooting. But he doesn't get out of the car. He just films the father and the son. Now let me read their fucking names. Gregory J. McMichael and Travis McMichael, the bitch ass McMichael boys. They're a father and son tandem, ages 64 and 34. You see them on a video jump out on a man who looks like he is just exercising, jogging down the street. They gun him down in broad daylight. This happened sometime in April. we're in a situation where county prosecutor decided they did not want to bring them up on charges, but I guess they had been questioned, had been down at the station. All of these things could have been done. And apparently they had the videotape, but nothing was done. So then we get to this morning where we see all these things about this sorry ass county prosecutor. So he spent a lot of time today trying to, flood her inbox with phone calls. The line was off the hook, busy all day. And so, because we were hoping that something would get done. And then before we start the show, we get to a point where apparently the bitch ass McMichael boys have been brought up on charges. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, this is something that should be celebrated. But I want you to remember that there have been times where the person who is where they try to say allegedly, the person we're alleging has done something, has been brought up on charges, they've been convicted, and they've even walked away. Most recently, I can think of a name is Amber Geiger. Shit, she went into Buddy's apartment, killed him in his own home, then gave a sob story, did all these fucking things, crying in the whole nine, gets convicted, and then is she even in prison, or is she already out of jail? Probably on some technicality. And didn't the main witness in the case end up dying like 3 days after the trial? Boy, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, she went into the apartment. Anyway, let me stay on topic. So these two goofs have been brought up on charges, but I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't care until they go to jail and they stay in jail, or they get the death penalty. Flat out. I'm asking for the death penalty. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm somebody that goes back and forth on if I really even believe in that. But when you watch the video, it's crazy to see them chase him down, pull up on him, get out, and fire shots at him, trying to kill him, all because of the color of his skin. I sometimes wonder if white people don't understand that this shit don't come off. I'm blessed to be black. I'm blessed to have this skin. It's all the things. But at the same time, like, you being scared or uncomfortable or whatever the case may be, that end up being your own problem. But to want to like try to act on those feelings in that moment, that's crazy. So when you watch this video, we're all wondering why it took so long for them to kind of be brought to justice, or have the process begin of them being brought to justice. And it baffles me. But at the same time, like, as a black man, I understand that white people, certain types of white people, because it's not everybody, but a lot of these white people view us and treat us as if we're less than animals. So they probably saw this tape, they heard of this situation, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm under the assumption that they probably looked at it as one less nigga. So it's not a big deal. It's okay, right? It's just one less, right? But I bet some of those people probably are panicked about their loved ones going outside and then accidentally getting coronavirus. You don't want them to die, right? Because they're your family and your friends, loved ones, all that, right? So like, black people have all of those same types of things, which is crazy. White people, if you can believe it or not, we also enjoy the comfort of family, homes, fun activities. We like to laugh, play games, sing, dance, enjoy each other's company. So like, and exercise too. And that's probably why he was on a jog. And he was hoping to get his exercise and then go home and make the most of what is a shitty situation, because he's being asked to stay home. But he doesn't ever get to go fucking home, because you have these two people who, for some strange reason, they hate black people. and they're probably stressed, they're probably struggling, but they decide that they want to take their anger out on this guy and just gun him down in broad daylight. Like, I can't imagine not having enough self-control to, even if the guy said something to him, like you're not able to look at what somebody's saying and like let them run past you, talk their shit, and just be like, ha, what an idiot. Like, you can't do that. 34 and 64 are the ages of these two gentlemen. This isn't two stupid ass kids. This is two grown ass fucking men making the active and conscious choice to load up and fire weapons at an innocent man for no reason. But it's crazy that there are still white folks who are, you know, doing this. Like they don't see it. Like, what do you mean this is a big deal? Like, this is why Colin was kneeling. Oh my God. Tim, can you believe it? I just figured out why they've been kneeling this whole time. Oh my God. God, that's how some of them think. And they probably, they really believe that. Like, they had no idea that this whole fucking time, the reason why people have been protesting, the reason why all these Black Lives Matter shirts started popping up and the movement ignited and it's rolling across the country, the reason for it. Some of these white people are still confused. The craziest part about this is, I mean, we don't see this exact video every day, but there's a video every day, and it's usually just cops kicking the shit out of niggas. And we're going to get to that part in the show later because we have more stuff on that. That's the crazy shit. We're in fucking pandemic right now. We got cops using this as an opportunity to kick the shit out of the most minorities possible. I mean, do they have bets going on at every precinct? Like, yo, you get an extra $10 for every nigga's ass you whoop. Just document it on the form. They must have like got forms printed up. They must have some competition. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And we're seeing our own people in some of these videos just kicking the shit out of other minorities. It's unbelievable. So we see that all the damn time. We don't necessarily see this, but at the same time, this is not surprising, especially me being a man who's from the South. Like, this exact scenario has been and always will be one of my biggest fears in life. As a young kid growing up, one of my biggest fears always was being outside, whether it be daytime or nighttime, and getting mobbed by a group of white boys who decide that they want to drag me behind a fucking truck on the freeway today, or do some bullshit like this and shoot you, or throw fucking rocks at you and shit like that. That type of shit actually happens. So I don't understand why white people pretend that shit don't exist. People actually live through those types of experiences and have those real fears on a day-to-day basis. Can you believe it? 2020. Niggas can't even jog outside without white people having a problem with it. And he not on your property, on the road. You don't even own the road. You barely own your home. Shit. This is crazy. Absolute madness. I told you guys on the show a couple days ago that just recently, within the last week, I had to try to force myself to like be more at ease with the idea of leaving my wallet at home while I go exercise. I still think I'm making a bad decision, but I've done it like 9 days in a row. Not enough. It's not a big enough sample. You know what I'm saying? I need to maybe try it another 17 to 1,800 more times before I'm fully comfortable. But I'm ready to go back to carrying my wallet at any time. Because the minute that somebody looks at me funny and gives me the impression that they're about to cause me problems by calling the cops on me, I need to have my fucking wallet available. I need to make sure that I already had my fucking, my route already mapped out and I know exactly where I'm going and all this type of shit, man, because all these fears start to kick in and somebody's going to get nervous and they're either going to pull up on me like this or they're going to call the cops and then the cops are going to come harass me and kick the fucking life out of me for absolutely no reason. That's a real concern. Why do we have to live in fear like that? I mean, I still go. I'm not about to stay my ass at home. So it's not fear as if like I'm scared, but it's like, fuck. Like, you know how crazy it is that I got to think twice, 2, 3 times, sometimes 4 times. Like, yo, should I leave my wallet here? And all I do is like walk up like a mile worth of, walking and running. It's just around the block. It ain't even far. It's in the fucking neighborhood. I'm still fucking nervous about it. That's crazy because shit like this can happen. AHMAUD, bro, you didn't deserve this shit. The bitch ass McMichael boys. That's the nickname I gave them. We got to make sure that sticks. So I'm going to put that in the comments or in the description. Y'all make sure y'all try to get that, like, be their actual nickname. The bitch ass McMichael boys. Because this is some bitch assness. Times 1,000, man. Oh, it's so crazy. But listen, white people, please stop being in denial. Again, let's review also a couple things. Reminders. Stop reminding your black friends how many black friends you have. Stop doing that. Y'all sound stupid as shit, okay? Stop. I get it. It's me and another nigga. You have 2 black friends. You're not friends with Tyrone. You're his, you're probably his lackey. You're not his friend, okay? It's me and another guy that can tolerate the fact that you do weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. But stop trying to remind me that you have 2 to 3 black friends, okay? Also, stop asking us if you can say the N-word. The answer is still no. I don't know if it's gonna change. I'm also not in charge of that, okay? Stop asking me that shit. I'm not in charge over whether or not you can say the N-word, okay? Listen, it's like when you go to the pool and there's not a lifeguard. You swim at your own risk, all right? The only problem is in this pool, there's fucking piranhas in there. When you say the N-word, if you're in the vicinity of one of these piranhas, you're probably going to get bit the fuck up, snapped up, smacked up, snatched up, all of the ups, all right? You're going to get all of those. So do it at your own risk. But again, I'm not the person who gives you the green light on, and it's always going to be no. Because I like knowing that, like, you can't have that. It's my shit, nigga. Anyway. So the real ones won't even say it if you say it's cool. Exactly. Now, they're not, like, listen. If your white friends really, really respect you and they love you, they won't ask you if that offer is available to them. They won't even think like, hey, yo, my man, like, you would ever be cool if, like, maybe if just the song is playing and then, like, maybe I just, and like, no. If you have to ask me that, I already know you don't respect me. So don't ask me that shit. Let's see. Another reminder. Not all of us eat fried chicken and watermelon every fucking day. Stop with that shit, okay? Just stop it. Like, I like almond milk, okay? Shit, I'm doing the organic thing. Like, fuck. Give me a fucking break, all right? I mean, there's many of these things. I'm not gonna just go into all of them, but, like, be for real. Some of you people you're pathetic. It's 2020. You have the internet. You have Google. You can literally, if you have questions, I mean, fuck, you can go ask Google if you really need to. Urban Dictionary, all these fucking things. Stop pretending like the resources aren't available to you to where you can educate yourself. And then that way, when you enter into conversations with minorities, you can come across a little bit more informed. We won't take you for a joke and then cuss you out to your face. You'll probably get along a little bit better if you actually take the time to educate yourself. The same thing you guys fucking do to us about a lot of things that go on in your world. You ask us to what? Be more educated, which is exactly what we do. So we're putting it right back in your court. You need to do the same exact thing. Stop coming to us with all that bullshit and stop being in denial. This type of shit where your people want to murder us every damn day for no damn reason, it exists. And every day that you don't step up and actually try to do something about it, You're allowing it to happen. You're an enabler. And they probably love you for it because they're like, hey, look at us. It's people who look just like us. And they, even though they don't tell us fucking no, I mean, they don't say yes either, but it's, hey, it's still cool because they're not doing anything about it. So we need you to do something about it. It shouldn't take you this long to decide to bring 2 people up on charges when they're caught on videotape murdering a guy jogging down the street. That's insane. Absolutely insane. It's one of those, you watch the video and as you're watching them fire the shots, you're like, do we have people on the way to pick these fucking jokers up? Like, or when police went to arrest them, did we give them the same treatment we give the other black guys to level the playing field? Did we pull up on them? When they resisted, did we, lay them the fuck out with tasers, put them in a chokehold? Because these are the types of guys that maybe deserve that shit. It sounded like they needed their asses whooped. Remember, folks, say it with me. The bitch ass McMichael boys. I'm hot, man. Like literally, it's a little hot in here. So I'm gonna crack this fucking window. But I'm also hot because this type of shit happened. And AHMAUD didn't deserve this. He should be able to be with his family right now. Shit, I don't even know all of Buddy's personal history. Fuck, what if he had a baby on the way? I don't know if that's true. But shit, what if he did? What if he had a girlfriend that he was about to propose to? Or shit, what if he was about to take the trip of a lifetime as soon as quarantine was over? And that trip was going to change his life. And then he was going to go on to change the lives of thousands of other fucking people. These 2 jokers ruined that. All for what? For what? AHMAUD literally has the same features as them. See this shit? You motherfuckers come equipped with the same stuff. I know you're mad because shit, sometimes the thing come a little bit bigger, but look, I can't help that. Can't help it if I run a little bit faster, jump a little bit higher, but look, we all, legs, knees, toes, shoulders, the whole shebang. It's people, bruh. It's just skin color, okay? It's pathetic that you would, convince yourself that there's something wrong with people whose skin is darker than yours. And then I bet if you chopped it up with some of these people, you'd be like, damn, these motherfuckers are funny. They got good food. They like good music, good movies. The women are amazing. They're beautiful. They can cook. They season the fucking food. Think about what you could have learned from AHMAUD. You out there fucking around trying to shoot this nigga. Shit, man. And they probably went home and ate potato salad that have raisins in it to celebrate too. Sorry ass white folks. And it's not all of them. Let me make that clear. I want to make this very clear. We obviously know it's not all of you. And if you get offended by anything that I've said tonight, you can eat your own ass, because you obviously knew that unless you have done something that I was not talking to you. So if you got offended, it's because you question whether or not you're like one of these people that I'm speaking about. Don't get your panties in a bunch. And I know everyone hates that word, and that's why I said it. But don't get your panties in a bunch, all right? But y'all need to stop being in such fucking denial. We're not asking you to go out and fight these fucking people. These niggas obviously have shotguns. I don't know a lot of my people that are rolling around with artillery like that. So I don't want y'all to put yourself in a situation where you're going to get hurt. But what I ask of you is that when these things pop up, you don't go, well, is it really that big of a deal? Or, that really sucks. But gosh, shouldn't AHMAUD have just stayed home? We're supposed to be in quarantine. Like, don't say bullshit like that, because then that's you trying to blame him for going outside as you lace up your fucking sneakers to go outside on a fucking run. Those same types of things that you guys get to do all fucking day and you don't have to worry about. Don't look at some of that stuff and then dismiss how fucking serious it is for your freaking black brothers and sisters. That's what we're asking. Be more mindful. Take the shit fucking seriously when we complain about it. It's literally right here in front of your face. And think about how you would feel if me as your friend, if you saw me on a video getting murdered for no fucking reason. You'd be mad as hell, wouldn't you? Thinking about, oh my God, I wish I could have said this to my guy. And I wish we could have went and did this. And I wish we could have done that. You're going to miss out on all those fucking opportunities. And it's going to hit you in that moment. But you should have taken a stand well before then. Speak up when we speak up. That way we can try to put a stop to this shit. We cannot just have people running around here gunning people down for no reason. Because y'all would really hate it if we start doing that to y'all. And you know what? It's because people of color just love everybody. I mean, in most cases. We're not really trying to do that. I mean, I know we do have some history of some shit like that. And there's some video. But, you know, for the most part, you can kind of count on us not to just walk around and gun people down just because they're white. And if we do have people doing that, we don't fuck with those people because that shit's corny too. The same fucking rules apply because we want everybody to be able to be here and flourish and be happy and enjoy the presence of one another. Because when shit like this pandemic type of thing pop up and you start losing people and you're, you know, secluded from one another and, you know, you can't see your friends and your family, your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers. When you can't be in those spaces with those people, you hate that shit. So when we all get our opportunity to get out of this, we should want to enjoy one another, not hate and throw shade and want to shoot each other down. This shit is crazy. I mean, obviously, if you're being realistic, we know that it's going to happen because people don't know how to fucking act. But there are things that we can do about this. And we can at least fix the fact that some of these people aren't taking it at least serious enough to want to bring people up on charges. You see what it took for that shit to happen? That is something that we can control. They need to fix that shit. Steph, what up? And Latasha, what up? Shout out to y'all for being in the chat. Okay. Steph definitely just said white people need to hold other white people accountable, period. Staying silent makes you just as guilty. I think that's true. I mean, and if we're being honest, they use that same type of logic when they're yelling at us about voting. All right? You always try to tell us we need to vote. All these types of things. Come on, man. Think about the things y'all be asking for. And then you be looking at me like I'm crazy when I'm asking you not to question a fucking murder on tape. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit was crazy. God, man. Let's transition to a new topic. Let's see. Hold on. We got some people texting. Yeah. Even if Amber Geiger got 10 years for what she did, that's not enough. She should have got the death penalty. I don't care because I bet she's only going to do 3 of those years probably. I mean, think about this shit. We talked about how Felicity Huffman, how she, you know, did all this scandalous shit and cheated to get her daughter to go to college. And then you see what happened to her. She only got like a handful of days in jail. And then she got out. But then we got some black lady serving 5 years because she put her daughter's, you know, or like her parents' address on her daughter's school forms. 5 years in prison for that. Fucking kidding me? Priscilla, what up?
Hey.
What's cracking?
I'm driving. I'm driving home from the liquor store.
Yo, driving home from the liquor store. What you get from the liquor store?
I got some Henny and some wine.
Henny and wine. Are you about to mix those two?
No.
Oh, yeah,
I just stopped that so that I wouldn't have to come back. It's a drive-thru over here, so it's like perfect.
Drive-thru, baby. So all you got was those two things? Why? Because you want an excuse to go back in like a day or two, huh?
No, well, I'm not gonna go through a whole thing of Henny.
I mean, why not? It's quarantine. What you got to do?
I said quarantine because I got kids I gotta take care of. I gotta wake up in the morning.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I I can't be hungover.
All right, Priscilla, let me ask you something. Have you seen Black Mirror? What is Black Mirror? What is that show?
Yeah, that show. It's actually really good. I thought it was going to be corny, but I liked it.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. What is it about?
It's kind of like, do you remember how they did Twilight Zone back in the day where like every episode was a different little like story?
Yeah, vaguely. I kind of remember that.
It's like that. So like every episode is a different story, but they all sort of tie in together, and it's kind of like sci-fi. I like it.
Okay. So sci-fi shit. Yeah, I don't normally check for stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I need to check that out. So I thought it was interesting that the guy said, I guess the guy who either directs it or produces it, he came out and said today that they're stalling their sixth season because he doesn't think the people will be able to stomach it. And then I was like, yo, what are they doing on this show to where Buddy didn't think the people will be able to handle it? It must be crazy. So I'm about to start watching that. But I wanted to make sure that it wasn't garbage before I started watching it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank this show, Black Mirror? Oh, she done hung up. So that must mean the show is garbage. I'm not watching it now. If anybody's seen Black Mirror, let me know. So it's a newfangled Twilight Zone. See, I don't really remember Twilight Zone like that. I don't even know if that shit was hot. But I'm also not like a fan of like, you know, like Exorcist type of, like I get it. Like somebody gets possessed with a demon, their head starts turning around, they walk on all fours like an animal for a little bit. Maybe pee on the rug or some shit. I don't know, man. People do weird stuff when they're possessed by demons, but I don't normally be subscribing to that being like a real thing. I don't know if that's real though. Like I guess I can't say that it's not real, but I will say that if I was in a room with somebody and their head started spinning, I would just assume that they have come into some money and were able to do some crazy ass special effects, and that this is just some prank that they're trying to do for like a TikTok video. I wouldn't think that shit was real. That's all I'm saying. So Priscilla, before you got hung up on, my bad. I don't know if that was you or me, but I was asking on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank the Black Mirror show? Hung up again. Still, the show still isn't good. All right. Anyway, so Steph said it's definitely real. It's not crazy like. So okay, this is like I said, I'm not saying that it's not for y'all. It could be real for y'all. Maybe demons look at me as like, yo, it's a waste of time fooling with him because he don't care enough. Like maybe I'm that guy. You know how like, you know, bullies don't, like people don't really mess with the people that don't be caring. You know, you just like, yeah, it's no fun. Like we're not messing with this person. I think that's what demons do with me. They don't be messing with me. So I don't know. Maybe we can get somebody who's been possessed to come on the show and talk about their experience. That would be crazy. See, now I'm interested because I want to hear. If you guys have ever been possessed, let me know. Honestly, I'm willing to bet if y'all are watching this show, you probably have been possessed at some point. But anyway, let me know about your experiences. I think that would be lit. Let's real quick, before we get back to all the possessions and all that type of shit, let's give a quick shout out to the CEO of Track Talk Radio, Sherry. Sherry, thanks for letting us roll into another week. We got to give Sherry a week-to-week shout out because every week we're still allowed to be here, you know. And so shout out to our sponsors too. TribeToast.com, and I think BlissBody.com is still, you know, repping, but Track Talk Radio is lit. We got a lot of new fans this week. I know people who were starting to follow my pages are also following the Track Talk Radio page. So shout out to any of the new followers. Thank you for joining the show. Whether you're on Track Talk Radio or with us live on YouTube, or it's live on both, actually, I don't fucking know. Oh, hold up. Steph says, I have a friend who's helped with an exorcism. Call your friend right now, please. I want to get your friend on the phone because I need exorcism details. How do you prepare for that? How many showers do you take? Is it the same way as like surgery where you have to sterilize yourself? Do you wear a gown? Let's see. Do you have to get vaccinated after? Do you eat before, after? Can you eat during? How do you take a break? And do you guys rotate positions? Or do you have like a specific job when you're on exorcism duty? I just have so many questions. So call your friend real quick. And if not tonight, let's see if we can get him or her on the show in the next couple of weeks. Listen, I'll buy them pizza or something. If they want to come on, we'll share a pizza, have some paisan, talk about some stories, some exorcism shit. I might even wear like a cloak. We'll get it cracking, man. I mean, maybe there's some demons in here and I don't know about it. The lights were flickering earlier. And I was getting a little bit nervous, but I think the power just is shaky at my place. I don't know. But anyway, Steph, tell your friend to hit me up. Email memecooljackson@gmail.com. It's the only one I keep up with. She's a medium. I don't know what that is. Well, I mean, I'm an extra large, and I don't have any merch yet, but I'll keep her size in mind, and I'll make sure we get her a sweatshirt too. So let me know. Let's see. We're going to try to get Priscilla back on the line, but maybe she, had to crack into the Henny before we started. So we'll hopefully get her back. Oh, Steph said a medium like she talks to spirits. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking you talking about. My bad. Okay, so she talks to spirits. Okay, that sounds lit. I'm a little bit nervous, but we got to have her on the show. Talks to spirit, like, does that mean she can like tell the future? No, that's not the same thing, is it? See, I don't be knowing. All this stuff sounds exciting though. I'm excited. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, Latasha knew what you meant. I don't be knowing. I don't talk to spirits, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even drink spirits anymore. I just smoke a lot of weed. But you know what? I feel like when I'm like kind of having deep conversations with myself, I feel like I really be talking to somebody who's on a higher plane of intelligence. But you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, that's probably still just me. But it's probably not. I don't fucking know. Sometimes I just be too high. Hey, yo. Priscilla, what's up, man? What's good with your phone? It's because you got an Android? That's why your shit cutting out?
Probably. I think it's the area that I'm in.
Yo, you know what? Stop playing. It's your phone. Let me tell you something. You and listen, I know a couple of people that really are in dire need of a new phone. I'm tired of y'all having these janky phones. How can I help you get to a better phone?
I gotta wait till my upgrade is around, or else I'm gonna have to drop like $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
My insurance.
Yo, they be trying to play.
They'll make me pay out of pocket.
Oh no, hell no. Keep that phone, girl. Better say that money.
Thank you. That's why I have an Android.
Yeah, okay, I see it now. You're building for a better future. I get it. All right, Priscilla. Let me ask you something, because we were in here and I definitely messed up. I didn't know what a medium was. Okay. And we were talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I thought Steph said something about a medium. I thought she was talking about her friend's size, like in a sweatshirt or something. I don't know. So now we're trying to order some merch too. But I guess now I understand that she talks to spirits. So we're going to try to have maybe her friend come on. So Steph's going to talk to her friend. Maybe we can get her friend to come on and like do maybe have an exorcism. I don't know. Or maybe do some crazy shit. I don't know. Damn, what should I wear? Do you got to wear like a gown for that? Yo, what if we really knew somebody that was like crazy and we could exorcise a demon out of them? You know anybody that need a demon taken out?
We all got demons, man.
No. I mean like somebody that's out here doing wrong, and maybe we could like capture them and exercising. So I don't know.
You're talking about kidnapping now.
I'm just trying to see how the medium works. That's it. I'm trying to like, you know, maybe do that and like we have a whole show. God, what if we had a show kind of like Cheaters, but where we like, you know, do like stuff with mediums and like help people change their lives through the power of exorcism? Gosh, I really am excited about this.
It's not just exorcism. It's just like communicating with the spirit world. You're like the medium. You're in between.
Oh, okay. So it's not exclusively exorcisms. That's just a thing under the title of medium. That's not what a medium does specifically.
Well, an exorcist is an exorcist. A medium is a medium. They're two different things.
Okay, I've had this confused from jump, obviously. I was thinking that we were about to go on tour doing exorcisms for, you know, for like 10 grand a pop. But I guess that's not.
Hey, that sounds like some decent money. I'm an exorcist. Did y'all know? No.
Okay, so medium and exorcist they're different things. Okay, so a medium. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. Is a medium like that old ass lady on The Conjuring?
Yes. They can tap into the spirit world.
Yo, that is crazy. Yo, my freaking house is shaking. I think my roommate just started the fucking washer. Yo, when I tell y'all we need a new washer so bad, this fucking thing shakes the whole fucking earth. Shit is crazy. Struggling out here, bro. Anyway, I know y'all need to know that, but I'm like, why is the house shaking? I'm in here acting crazy because I'm getting high and shit, and it's because the washer's on. I thought we were having an earthquake. But then I also was thinking maybe like the spirit world is grabbing me because I was just being hella dismissive. You know what I'm saying? Like all these thoughts just ran through my head. But don't worry, it's just the washer. All right, so how can you tell when someone is truly possessed? And I'm not asking this as like a joke. I'm being dead ass serious. How can people honestly tell when people are possessed?
See, that's a good question. I don't necessarily believe in possession.
So what's your take on it?
I don't see, like, I'm not somebody who believes in like heaven and hell and demons. I believe in like negative and positive, and
Gotcha.
You can be accessed by both negative and positive entities, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what
you're like a channel in which they present themselves or tap into. Sorry, my son's going off in the back.
Oh no, he's good. Shout out to the kiddos. Welcome to the show. All right, well, Steph, we gotta have your friend come on. Oh, what did Steph say? She happens to be a medium, but she helped with an exorcism. That's lit. Yeah. We gotta get her on the show. I think it will be fun to have a conversation with her. She can talk to us about her experiences. I really was not clowning. I'm dead serious. I'm not like I said, I'm still not like a big believer, no shit like that. I think if there are ghosts, they probably just don't like me, and they're probably like I'm boring. Maybe they just don't want to fuck with me because I provide them no entertainment. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how the ghost thing works. But maybe she can change my mind. I don't know. You know, you gotta be open minded about this stuff. All right, Priscilla, what's been cracking? How's quarantine?
I've been surviving. I've been barely hanging on by a thread the past couple days, but I'm good.
I feel it.
My days have just been crazy.
Yeah, life is. This is God. It's like, what week is it? Well, it's like the 10,000th week. Feels like something like that.
Something like that, like 3,000 days.
Nah, I mean, listen. I know that people have done harder time than this. Obviously, yes, we know that this is not the worst thing that could possibly happen to us, but some of us just are not. We're not conditioned to be people who are stuck in the house. Even if we are people who like to be in the house, you know, we still like to interact, or at least have the option to do so. I don't know. This shit is crazy, but I will say I have liked that now that things have started to loosen up, we've started to have more news, which has been fun because now our shows haven't just been about coronavirus or the dirty draws, whatever we used to call it. So I want to ask you, because we're going to get into some of the funny stuff. What do you think about this Earl Thomas situation?
About the what?
About the Earl Thomas situation. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't hear about this? Oh my God. Okay. Let me just give you the main
When
recap.
I tell you I've been in a different land for like a week now, like I'm barely hanging on by a thread because I can't even get a sentence out without chaos.
Yeah,
so
I feel
I have not.
Well, you know what? Let me give you some laughs. So here's the scenario. Earl Thomas, prominent football star. I've met him on a couple occasions. I'm not going to give you my personal take on him just yet. But I will say this. Good football player. Earl's now in a situation where I guess he had a gun pulled on him by his wife while she caught him at an Airbnb in some sort of, it either was just a three-way with just his brother and I guess the female in question, or maybe they were doing some other stuff. I don't know. I think that what I heard was it was him and his brother and some other girl. So I guess she caught him in the bed. I don't know. Pulled the gun on him. She got arrested. Now this is news. I don't feel bad for him though, because I'm wondering how in 2020 and how a man that has all that money, how does he get caught? Bro, you could pay somebody to help manage your roster and keep your chicks in order. Probably could have it for you on a spreadsheet, have some cool colored tabs and shit. You know what I'm saying? That probably could cost you $2,500 a month. That's chump change to somebody like him. But instead, somehow he's got his social media connected to a computer. Maybe she's tracking his whereabouts on the computer. I think it was via Snapchat, maybe. Finds him at an Airbnb, butt naked in the bed with his brother with some girl. I'm also wondering why you're, touching tips with your brother. I mean, I know brothers are close, but maybe brothers shouldn't be that close. I don't know. To each his own. Yeah, I mean, some people are into some different stuff, and maybe that's like a thing for them. They're just like, yeah, we always want to do this since we were kids. Yeah, man, yeehaw. I don't know. Maybe that's what they do. I don't know what people do. I know I'm not doing no shit like that. I'll tell you that right now. That's not fucking happening. I'm also, if I'm planning to do stuff like this, I'm not going to sneak around and do it and run the risk of getting caught by my wife.
Right?
I
feel like smarter than that, if that type of status, you know what I mean? Not saying it's right, but.
Yeah, no. And I'm glad that you said that, Priscilla, because that's the one point that I do want to make clear. I'm not saying that it's right. But I don't feel bad that he got caught because I feel like he should know better. And he should have been better, right? Yeah, he has more resources than the average Joe. Like, there's guys out here that don't even be having a job in a car and can keep a cover for like 50 fucking years. Earl Thomas is a rich dude. Like, bro, you couldn't. I mean, come on. I don't know. That's pathetic to me. Priscilla, what would you have done? Would you have shot him?
What did you say?
Would you have shot him if, like, you would have caught him at the Airbnb with his brother doing a girl?
I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm not gonna lie. I have legit pulled a gun on an ex.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn the volume up real quick. What'd you say? Can you say that again, or just a tad bit louder?
I have legit pulled a gun in an argument. I didn't shoot him or anything. I was just trying to get my point across that I was serious. This was a while ago. But I would probably, that show Snap?
Yes, I know the show Snapped.
If I caught somebody in a situation like that, I would probably be on that show. I'd be in an orange suit telling my story. I caught somebody in something similar, and it was just all bad.
Yeah, the whole reason why I feel like it's just better off to just be single rather than do this type of stuff while you're married is so you don't end up on Snapped. If you're single and you set boundaries and expectations with people, nobody can get upset to where they want to pull a gun on you. Cause shit, what if she would have gotten nervous and that shit would have went off somehow?
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta know how to work a gun, though. Like, I would not suggest doing that if you've never picked up a gun before in your life.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she, is probably at the range every Saturday. Like, God, could you imagine? What if she does tactical training on the weekends? Like, what if he's doing this to like a super soldier?
You can't be. See, this is the thing that I always tell my guy friends too. You have to be careful who you're messing with.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying because one or the other is right, but like for me personally, it takes me a lot to get to that point. But when you get me to the point where I'm like blacking out, I'm so angry. Like I've learned to just remove myself from situations like that. But I am that person. Like I'm an Aries to a T. It takes me a whole lot of pursuit. But when you finally set me off, I go off.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't want to be close to some violent, crazy shit like that. When you think of some of the stories of even just famous celebrities, like think about if you're Andre Rison and you lost a whole house. Your girl burnt your house down because she pissed you off. Shit, who else? We seeing like girls, think about what's her name's trying to do to Johnny Depp, trying to get him caught up to the point where he gotta maybe do time. Like, you make some of these women mad, and you're liable to end up in a bad place, man. I'm not for that. I like nice girls, but at the same time, we want to know there's a little bit of fire in there, but not enough to where a gun needs to be pulled. I don't know, but at the same time, if you don't want people to do that to you, just don't do foul shit to them. I guess that's the moral of the story.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't condone any of that. I don't think it's right. I'm just saying, you can push people to a certain limit. Humans are only human.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like sometimes men, especially in positions like that, where they have a lot of money or they're ball players or any of this, they think that they can get away with anything and come out unscathed.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case.
Yeah. You can't just assume that you're invincible, because then shit like this happens. So we look at Earl, and now he's in a situation where, one, he's lucky he didn't get his face blown off. For him, it's lucky that he's not on the other side of the gun. That would have been really bad for him. I think one of the reports I read said that when the cops pulled up, that he was running away from her, and at that point she had a knife, and it's because she grabbed the knife after he had wrestled the gun away from her, which I thought was interesting. So the one thing I will praise him for, I'm glad that he had self-control in that moment and didn't react unfavorably, because that could have made this whole situation worse. You would never want to see a girl who's, probably obviously, reached and has exceeded her limit because she feels completely disrespected, mortified, embarrassed, all the feelings and stuff like that. You can't even begin to imagine how she probably was, or what she was thinking and how she was feeling in that moment. But you would hate to see a situation where she was with somebody who would then, kind of use that against her and use that as a reason to engage her physically in a domestic dispute. So there are some, some good things to come from this. I'm glad that didn't happen, because too often, especially with NFL players, we do see them like actually beating up on the women that they're involved with after they get caught, bump and rump with other girls and doing whatever it is that they do. Oh shit, we earthquaking again. That freaking washer. But yeah, this shit is crazy, man. I'm interested to see what the fallout from this is. I'm wondering if she's gonna get brought up on charges. What would be savage though? If they like bring her up on charges and he's like, yo, press them shits. That would be crazy. Oh shit, we got James calling now. Hold please. Yo, James, what up? Yo, can you hear me?
Yo,
what's good? We got James and Priscilla on the line tonight. Guys, real quick, while we get James on the line and get him situated, I'm actually gonna let this freaking the chat is going crazy. Well, it's really just Steph. Steph's going crazy. Let's see. Hold on. I met him and his girl before, and she's super possessive and jealous type. Not making any excuses for cheaters, but she's definitely a tad crazy. So she logged into his Snapchat, got his location. Damn.
Yeah. My boy did that before.
Yo, that's wild. That is crazy, man.
My boy literally logged into his girl or to his Snapchat and just, looked at location and tracked her down.
See, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like if I have to be doing that stuff now, I just don't want to be with you.
Yeah, I feel like if you have to do wild shit like that, what's the point of being with a person?
Yeah, sure.
That's too much stress. I got enough stress in my life.
All right, real quick. I'm sorry. I'm texting somebody. Sounds like a crisis. Been a long week. People been texting me about all kinds of family stuff, and it's just a whole thing. Hope everybody understands. All right. Anyway, we're on Track Talk Radio. We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna get James get him caught up, let him know where we're at in the show, and then when we come back, hopefully because he has called in, maybe we have some time for some conspiracies. Hey, all right, man. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Michael Jackson Show. We're live on YouTube as well as Track Talk Radio every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, do all this stuff, man. It helps. All right, I'm gonna get to shaking. We're gonna do this break, and then we're gonna shake right back. We'll be back in a second. Play the music. All right, James, welcome to the show, my dusty brother. How are you?
Yeah, just getting home from work.
All right, so what are you doing now that you haven't been working at the barbershop due to the quarantine?
Unloading and loading target trucks.
Oh, hell yeah. I did that. When did I do that? Man.
Thank you, James.
Did that job a long time ago.
Like every day.
James, when are you guys opening up the shop again? What phase are you in? Phase 3 or 4?
Phase 2.
Okay, phase 2. And when is phase 2 supposed to kick in? That's like at the end of the month, right? Like the 25th?
Yeah, say like the 25th. Hopefully the 25th is when we are popping again.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Get back to a somewhat normal life.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this is not our new normal and that things will be a little bit different. Because this shit has been crazy.
Shutting the world down. It was hornet.
All right, so speaking of these hornets, all right. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was on the phone with Priscilla, and I was trapped in my vehicle because I was almost killed, violently murdered by this gigantic hornet. Priscilla, was I not screaming to you on the phone that this motherfucker was here to take me to Jesus? The shit was crazy, man. What if they're already here and they're starting to mutate and we're all about to get stung? Is there no vaccine for this yet?
Probably not for that specific murderous hornet.
I mean, what's the typical like the process to like rid yourself of a hornet sting? Like hot water and like a rag or something? Like I can't remember the last time I've been stung by one where I felt like I needed to do anything. Or is that something you should always have an EpiPen on hand for?
I've never been stung.
Well, the EpiPen is like for like you're allergic. But that you're supposed to take like a piece of meat, something like that, a piece of steak.
What?
You just say you put a piece of steak on it?
I swear I've heard.
Who
that.
told you that?
You're supposed to put like a piece of steak on, and like that's how like you get the stinger out or something. I don't know. Maybe it was this country.
This guy said a piece of steak. I gotta Google that, man.
Yeah, look it up. I swear.
So does it matter the type of cut of steak or like just a normal, like just like a normal? And how much steak? Like a 64 ounce, a T-bone, a filet mignon? What do I need, James?
I don't know. My broke ass is gonna use a motherfucking a skirt steak.
A skirt steak. I mean, if we have to get steak, I'm gonna try to hopefully end up happening on Taco Tuesday. So I'll just have like some fajitas, like the extras, and I'll throw it on there, get rid of the sting, and then I'll throw it back on a tortilla, and then I'll grease. You know what I'm saying?
With some extra wet.
So Steph is saying they're for real here in Washington. Steph, you better not be playing. Look, when I'm telling y'all, and Priscilla can vouch. She literally heard me on the phone screaming, "This freaking hornet!" And I'm showing it on the video. I swear on everything, it was like this fucking big. That motherfucker was about to kill me. I'm telling you. It was probably about as big as some of y'all baby daddies. So probably if you're looking at it.
Huh? Around a big piece of meat.
A big ass steak, yeah. A big ass steak.
It works, bro. It works.
Well, now I almost kind of want to like, can one of y'all get stung so we can test it out? It's not gonna be me, but it could be one of y'all, and we'll test. James, you can test it. Get us some video. Oh yeah, now you all allergic and shit. Steph's being for real. First sightings in the U.S. was Washington. I'm telling you, I literally saw my 2 or 3 lives that I had prior to this and this one flash before my eyes. It was a real deal, man. These hornets are for real. So y'all be careful out in these streets, dog.
Did you see the video of the
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear it. What'd you say?
The praying mantis devoured one of the murder hornets.
Yo, that's crazy. No, I did not see that. Send that to me. I want to see that. Because at least
he just tore this little thing apart. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean we gotta have somebody that rules the freaking insect world. It ain't finna be these bitch ass hornets. Shit. All right, James. Before we get into the show, let me let you know where we're at. Let's check the sheet. So we talked about Black Mirror, Earl Thomas. We're gonna get into Afro Kim Jong-un. Is he dead or is he alive? I'm hella confused. And then after that, we're gonna talk about this Texas judge who gave the salon owner 7 days in jail for violating the stay-at-home order. And then the Texas Supreme Court is demanding her release. So it tells you where their fucking priorities are. These are the things they care about. We'd rather save Karen than save people that actually matter. Fucking Karen.
Karen out.
Yo, and then we're going to talk about how all these cops are out here wilding because they're slapping people up for no damn reason because they're not wearing masks. I'm telling you, before I started the show, I saw this black cop basically had this girl wrapped up so she's locked in like this, and Buddy picked her up and slammed her on her face right by the damn lettuce and shit. Couldn't believe it. Slammed her right over all the produce. Like no care in the world. I bet her teeth, her whole face, all of that's off. It's off. It's crazy. All for not wearing a mask at Walmart. Can you believe that's how they're doing people? James, be careful, bro.
Yeah. It's the world we're living in right now.
James, be careful, bro, because you black out here in these streets.
For real. And I be out there, too.
Be out there. All right, man. We got about 5 seconds. We're about to roll right into this. Let's get it cracking. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That was the sound that I make normally when I'm. Never mind. Welcome back to the show. Anyways, James and Priscilla, thank you for joining me. How are you guys doing this evening?
Tired.
Right? I'm about to drink. That's where I'm at.
Steph said, ask P about her mask in Cali. What does that mean?
Oh,
yeah,
so
you got a story. Let's hear it.
I had to go to California to take my dog to the vet for his ears because they're not doing it here in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So I was unaware that because California is in this phase of reopening everything back up, you are now not allowed to go out in public without a mask. So I got yelled at checking into my hotel.
Shit.
And then I go to order Starbucks because, you know, me, I can't survive a day without my Starbucks.
Yeah, we know.
And you have to wear a mask in the drive-thru.
Like in your car?
Yes, they have signs. Please do not approach the drive-thru window without a facial covering.
Damn, that means we're probably going to be going into that type phase of life pretty soon too, I bet. Well, I'm glad I at least got me a mask because for a while I wasn't wearing it, but I finally got me one. I've been wearing it every now and again, but sometimes I'll be forgetting. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I just don't be wearing it, but that's because I go to the car, I go to where I gotta go, and I go back. You know, like real quick. But what was it made of? Who, my mask or Priscilla? Priscilla, what was your mask made out of? Like, what'd you get?
So I had nothing.
Hey, what mask? People get yelled at.
I had to take a facial standard. I got a microfiber towel from washing my car and wrap it around my face.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, they let you in with it though, right?
Yeah, but it was bright orange. I'll send you the video. I sent stuff the video. I was like, man, I can't even order my coffee. I look like I'm about to smuggle something. It at least matched my outfit.
Wow, that's crazy that they're. I mean, I guess it's not crazy. I guess we should have expected at this point.
I couldn't breathe.
Damn. Was that thing wet when you wrapped it around your face? It was dry at least, right, and clean?
No, it was dry.
Okay. I'm about to say, I hope it didn't have booty scent on it. That would have been bad.
No, it was a clean one. I just keep them in the trunk of my car if I need them to wipe them up.
All right, just make sure you don't get the one with booty scent. All right, let's get back into this show. How do you feel about Karen opening her salon and violating the stay-at-home order, being given jail time by a black judge, and then having the Supreme Court come down and demand her release. Is that fair? Or is that privilege?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell. No, she shouldn't have went to jail. I mean, I think the reason why he was supposed to put her in jail is he felt disrespected. He was like, I'm not going to apologize for doing this. You want to put me in jail? Yeah, put me in jail. And he was like, all right, well, shit. Go to jail then.
Okay, so she was kind of like talking tough to him, and then basically he just did it to teach her a lesson.
He pretty much was like, apologize to the court. She was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to apologize. People got to eat. My kids got to eat. My employees got to eat. She was like, nah, I'm going to apologize to you for that.
Well, it's crazy. I feel like, I mean, they give us like 15 years to make an example out of us. Like 7 days is light. Like she can do the 7 days. Come on, right? That's not a lot, right? Come on. I don't know. When I saw the video, I thought it was interesting because I was like, okay, well, she got some jail time. I figured she was going to get out early because that's what happens for white people. They always get out of jail early. Not all of them, but in these situations, they do. But it was crazy to me that the Texas Supreme Court then wanted to try to come in and like go behind him and be like, nah, brother. You can't do that to Karen. Don't do that. And that's the part I don't agree with, because if he gave her this little sentence, she needs to fucking do it, or do what he asked the first time and just apologize or whatever it is you have to do. Don't have a smart ass mouth. Because half the time when our people be getting brought up on charges and be getting convicted of, even if it's dumb, petty shit, the Supreme Court don't be flying in after the fact being like, whoa, my man. 15 years for a simple B&E with no weapon and no one even home? Nah, that's doing too much. No, they let us go rot in that fucking prison and allow our people to get broken and beaten mentally, physically, and emotionally for 15 years. So I don't like that they came in to save this white lady who is just doing right by her employees. That's corny to me.
Yeah. She should have. I mean, it is just 7 days. But would she not have gotten it if she just would have said sorry?
Fuck, man. Who knows? Who the fuck knows, man? Freaking, I don't know. That shit just to me is just kind of crazy. If she want to get an attitude, she say she want to tough it out, take the 7 days. Let her take the 7 days. And maybe if she's good, all 4 days, does everything she's asked to do, is a model citizen in her time in county, then she can go home early. But earn it, because that's what they ask us to do, right? They want us to go to prison. They want to earn our way back to society. Spend three.
Definitely give her a good time.
Yeah, spend 3 or 4 days earning your way back. And I assure you, I will not be one of those people where if I do something that is worthy of jail, if y'all are like, look, fam, you gotta go, you shouldn't have done this, you gotta go to jail, I'll be like, well, fuck. What are the other alternatives? And if there are none, if it's justified, fuck, I get it. Because if I made a mistake, that's just what it is. Don't be excessive about it. But yeah, if what the law states is that, you got to do 5 or 10 days behind this, fucking do that shit, man. I mean, she basically was being held in contempt. Is that what that shit is pretty much called? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
I don't know. She sounded like she was being stupid, and then she got lucky because she's white. God, now we're back on this shit. All right, did you guys see? And I'm only bringing this person up because I fuck with Scott Disick, the hidden gem of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. My man is about to be paid, and it's because he was apparently at a rehab facility, and then they violated his privacy and they leaked his information stating that he was at the facility. How crazy is that? God, why can't some shit like that happen to me? That way I can sue somebody. Scott's about to get this money, man. I'm very impressed. And I'm a fan of Scott, man. Steph, you did 4 months of what? Jail time? I knew it. I knew it. For it's mafia related. It's mafia related, huh? Say yes in the chat. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. It's taking too long to type. There's a delay on the show. Steph, you guys might remember, is our Mafia Connect. So any information that we need regarding the Mafia or the history of the Mafia, the current state of the Mafia, our Mafia applications, if we need updates on that, Steph is our go-to. So I don't know if they let me and James in the Mafia, though.
Nah, they wouldn't.
I mean, you don't think in 2020 maybe they've been like, look, we realize that you guys are actually pretty dope and there's no reason to hate you moolies. But I guess if they still call us moolies, and they probably still hate us.
So we go back to, what is that, Money Talk, those days?
Money Talks. God, I love that movie. Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen. That's classic. Yeah. When's the last time you seen Money Talks? Jesus.
No, it's been a few years.
I think I had that on DVD.
Shit, did you? I think I had it on.
God, no, I think I have it now. I might need to watch that tonight.
The battle of the old heads right now. I think I had it on VHS.
Yo, I think I did. I know that I did have it on VHS too. And I had Friday on VHS. I had hella VHSs back when that shit was cool in 1936.
And Friday was what, orange?
It's like yellow, I think. Yellow, and then the Friday was blue. Yeah. Gosh, shout out to everybody that's old and still looking good because we're black. That's the one thing that I'm okay with. We can have these conversations because I still look like I'm in my 20s, while white people out here aging like milk. So look, listen, it's cool, okay? I still look young, baby. Anyway, all right, real quick. Let's get into this one story. I think y'all think this is funny. So we got a New York City resident attacks her roommate for attempting to help her with her excessive drinking. That sounds very strange to me. So I'm wondering, did this girl get brought up on charges because she beat her roommate up for trying to help her get more drunk or try to get drunk with her? Friends who turn up like that when they get drunk.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Okay, let's hear some stories. I know you got them, fam.
Man, I gotta my friend get too hurt. Too shit. I've been still blackout. I mean, shit. What was it? A little while ago, I was came home and made some those pizza rolls.
This guy.
I passed all the way out and woke up. They burnt so much they didn't even normally pizza rolls will flood on the side or whatever and all the pizza stuff will come out.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers just burnt all the way through. No pizza thing came out, nothing. It was just burnt charcoal.
Yeah. All right.
I woke up in the middle of the night at my house, smoky as shit.
Yo, you're wilding for that. You almost lost your life over some pizza rolls, fam.
Hell yeah. I came home, threw them in the oven, and came in my room and sat on my bed and
were they like Totino's pizza rolls?
Yeah.
God, the good ones too.
I love those things.
James. All right.
I always burn my mouth.
Oh yeah, that's how you know they're good, or when they're done at least. All right, listen to this. So this is crazy. Apparently, these are two Russian girls, and they live together in California. However, the living arrangement was short-lived due to the one girl's drinking problem. So it says that I guess. So first of all, she stabbed her roommate. So we kind of started off this story like laughing and chuckling like some assholes. But apparently little sister got stabbed. Steph did 4 months in county, mafia charges. Don't worry about it. It's mafia business. Anyway, her bond is set at $750,000. Oh my God, who just has that money laying around? Somebody. So I guess she said, I told her you can't drink in the house, you can't go to the liquor store. It's a rule. And then basically in return, the girl ignored the rule, continued to drink, started drinking in the morning, grabbed a cup of coffee, pretended she was drinking the coffee, and then bam, threatened to stab her while she was drunk. And then I guess she ultimately did stab her. I mean, I guess she's a woman of her word, I suppose. I mean, I'm on this whole, like, let's try to find the silver lining in every situation. This is probably the wrong way to test this out. Anyway, so yeah, she stabbed her roommate, which is fucking crazy. I've never had a roommate that has ever like put me to the point where I would ever want to do, like, I mean, usually your roommates are like people that you're cool with. And even if you live with some shit, like, I don't want to have blood everywhere where I'm staying. That's weird, you know? Go ahead,
I don't know. I feel like everybody I've ever lived with, I have not ended up liking living with them.
Damn, for real? You ever fought any of these people?
Yeah. I've had 2 roommates in my lifetime, and after those 2, I was like, I'm living alone forever. Not like outside of relationships. Like, I've lived with boyfriends and stuff like that. But like friend-wise, I can't do it.
Yeah. Gosh.
I can barely do it when it's my boyfriend.
Barely do it with these damn kids.
You know, that part.
Damn roommates.
Oh my God, James, you had me dying the other day. They kept coming in the house. I'm thirsty. It just reminded me of like, it reminded me when I was a kid, and we'll wake up in the summertime, and mom would basically be like, "All right, here's a jug." She'll put it on the porch, and the door would be locked. And you're not coming back into that motherfucker till it's lunchtime. And you won't know that it's lunchtime until you come back and check and the door is unlocked.
Every 10 seconds, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Get that little butt out of here then.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, shit. But like kids these days, you tell them to go outside, they be like, go where? Where are we going?
Hey, Dad, my guy keeps coming back. It's like, okay, Dad, can we come in now? I'm like, bro, do you see the sun? You know we live in Washington. This is the one time.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy this while you can.
It's been 80 degrees here. Well, 80 to 100 degrees here for the past 2.5 weeks. We have a pool. I went and bought these kids a sprinkler. My daughter still will be out there for 15 minutes and be like, "Can I go inside and watch YouTube? Can I go inside and be on my tablet?" I'm like, "No, you're grounded."
No, you're grounded. Go play in the pool. You're grounded. I'm tired of it. You're on punishment. Go outdoors and play games and have fun. I'm done.
I'm like, this is heaven. I would have loved this at 5. Okay.
Yo, could you imagine if you would have grown up with a pool in your backyard?
I would be the Black Michael Phelps.
I'm saying, kids don't know, man. There wasn't no pool. Shit, we barely had a sprinkler, and that motherfucker didn't work. And my parents were so protective over the sprinkler because they wanted to keep the yard nice that our fun took a back seat to keeping the grass green. I didn't like that. Like, I'm less than grass, my nigga.
Pool down the street.
Oh yeah, we could go to the public pool, but now knowing what I know now, I can't have my kids swimming at the public pool. Can't let these little motherfuckers come back with herpes and shit. Come on, that's not happening.
I used to stand in the corner and piss.
You're the whole reason why I just said what I said.
Confession time.
And I'm glad that you said that. That way, the people who judge me the second that I say that comment about public pools, that they can hear what you say and then be like, "Oh no, I get why the nigga don't swim at a public pool."
Oh man, or I would swim to the deep end. I would
Yo.
swim right before like the buoy was, where the high dive, and I would just like float around there, and I would just keep.
Oh my god! That's like this how I feel when people start talking about having sex in like their apartment hot tubs. I'm like, this is sanitary.
Yo, that's so nasty. James. James, damn
like,
it!
I never wanted to get out and go into like the little locker room.
So you just go pee.
I would just say, "Fuck it, YOLO."
James, did you ever close down your community pool by peeing in the pool? Be honest with us.
Nah, bro, it was never closed. It pisses.
Yo,
never.
We're gonna get kicked out of here, man. I love it.
Low key, though, like,
yo, you're nasty as hell, but I love it. Yo,
what?
buddy.
Yeah, so we used to break into the pool because like my best friend used to live right across the street from it, and his family, they had like there was like 8 of them, 9 of them, and they were all professional divers, bro. It was ridiculous. They were all doing like gainers and 1.5 and all this shit. Oh, from like the 3rd grade to like high school, they were.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was nuts.
Hella athletic, huh?
Break in there, and in the pool they used to put like the covers over it, the little strip. You know, they would take it all over and you would put the strip to keep the pool warm.
Yeah.
Night. So we would pull them back a couple of them, we would jump in. We jumped in, swim all the way back, swim all the way down, and try to swim back. This one time I ran out of breath and I was trying to get back up, but the mats were too fucking heavy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the mats were too heavy, and I couldn't get my head through. So my boy ran on top of the mat and jumped through the water from the top.
Oh my God, out there saving people.
Saved my fucking life.
Boy, you was on here 5 minutes ago talking about you was gonna be the Black Michael Phelps. You just telling us how you almost got killed. You wasn't ready for this type of life.
It was deadly.
This guy, damn. Well, you know what? That's crazy. I'm trying to think. When's the only time I really snuck into a pool? Man, I remember after. So this is actually kind of nasty. So that way James ain't the only one being nasty. So after Hurricane Ivan, we had this place in our little city. It was like this local like gym type fitness center, and they had a big ass pool. And then because we knew a lot of the people that worked there, we literally spent like the 2.5 weeks that we didn't have like power and water and all that shit or whatever it was. We just took all of our baths and showers in that damn pool. And that was nasty as hell. So, yeah, you ain't the only one, James, but I still don't think that's as nasty because I know that I wasn't pissing in the pool, but I guess there was other people and they probably was pissing, so I swam and pissed. Damn, man, I didn't realize how nasty that was.
Cool.
Ah, why are people so damn nasty?
Like as a kid, no, as a kid for sure. Like I've definitely seen it. Like even old enough to know to go to the bathroom. Like I was, that's why I don't like community pools because like I feel like everybody thinks like that.
Yeah.
I pissed from like 3rd grade to like 8th grade.
You know?
In the damn pool. Y'all hear this?
In the pool, Liberty Park.
Y'all hear this?
Do they really have the chemical that makes the water turn a different color when you pee? Because somebody told me that, and that's literally why I stopped peeing in the pool.
So wait, you was doing it before?
I only seen it in the movies.
Y'all heard what she said. She said someone told her that, and that's why she stopped peeing in the pools, which implies she was peeing in the pools before she heard that shit.
Oh, No, that was right before.
Wow, I should be a detective. Y'all see how I just pieced that together? Oh, pissing in the pool ass people. I see
now
y'all.
she's like, well, I don't have that detection in my pool, so I pissed away.
I just over here peeing.
Just in that motherfucker peeing. Yo, you know, I heard that as a young kid too. And when I heard that as a young kid, I never did. I was too scared because I didn't want to be the person floating, and then all of a sudden the water's just like a completely different color all around you and no one else, because then they would have known. And now it would have been embarrassing. So I just never could do it. See, Steph thought it was going to turn hot pink. What color did they tell you it was going to turn? I always heard that it would turn purple.
Blue.
Yeah, I heard like blue.
That's crazy. Steph heard pink. Where the fuck? Who told you pink? You know they was lying to her. Hey, don't do that, little girl. It's going to turn pink.
Some mean girl.
Yeah. That's hella funny. We was all getting played. I don't know who's right. Someone needs to go pee in a pool this summer. Just do it, just for the hell of it. Nah, I don't do it because now as an adult, you might end up having to register as a sex offender after some bullshit like that. Don't do it. Sorry, guys. This is a social experiment. Yeah, tell that to the judge, asshole. That's not gonna hold up in court. Oh my God. Do we have any of these stories left? All right, let me ask y'all something. So Jay Cutler is a former football player. He's somebody that I'm assuming he's rich. Yes. I want to try to argue that, but yeah, you're right. He was trash for a little. He had a big arm. He could make some throws, but overall, after his Denver days, he was pretty much trash. He married a girl who was on a TV show when we were younger. She was on, what was she on? Laguna Beach. That was probably it. I don't remember her being too famous after her little MTV shows, but apparently these two jokers got a divorce or have filed for divorce, and she now would like to buy a $5 million home with his money. He has now closed the accounts and told her to go get a job. Is he being selfish or is she being greedy?
What did he put her through? That's what I want to know.
Ooh, that's interesting. You know, I thought that to myself earlier too. It's like, I wonder what he did to push her to the point where maybe she wanted to get divorced, or what if maybe he filed for it? Who knows? I don't think he did though. So, look, Priscilla, based on the question, do you think the answer is really dependent on what he did to her, if he did anything?
So here's the thing, like, nobody, in my opinion, really needs a $5 million house. But I have been married, and I have done this whole, like, split up your stuff type of thing. And when I was married, my ex had control of all the finances, and he went and fucked off that money on fancy cars, on all this other stuff, while I would sit at home and take care of the kids, and my power would be cut off. So in a situation like that, I'm like, if I want to do what I want after struggling for 7 years because you were off balling and having fun and buying Gucci shoes and everything, to me, that sounds fair. Like, I've lived like this for so long. But a $5 million house is like, okay, do you really need a $5 million house, or do you want a $5 million house?
Okay.
So
like, he has the money.
What if she's been living the life the whole time?
Yeah, because I think she has.
Then I don't think that's. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, she.
Oh, that's who he was married
to?
Yeah. She's kind of like a star, so it's not like she's not hurting.
The first reality TV show on MTV.
I mean, besides like
real world. Does she have the money to buy it herself?
I don't think she's done anything since her reality TV career was over.
Divorces get messy because of this stuff. Like, I don't know.
But
And
they
she
did
has
have
things
like
to pay for the house.
TV show thing. I think they had like the Cutler and whatever her name was, or Jay.
Do they have kids together?
They have one, I believe.
Then absolutely.
Explain.
But cause what if what if just like so? What if he has a kid 50-50?
Exactly 50-50, or like on the weekend?
Well, he's retired now. So I bet he could, if he wanted to, he probably could take it to court, and he probably could get full-time custody because he literally doesn't do anything. He just sits at home and counts the money. And if she hasn't worked in forever and a day, he just single-handedly has the power to crush her. But like,
if he doesn't work,
it's just hard. It's hard for me to take it seriously because you're talking about millions of dollars here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was like a normal couple, like, absolutely you should make sure you provide for your child and make sure they have a roof over their head, or at least help in some manner.
Yeah.
I don't think she's entitled to a $5 million house just because she has this child.
Okay. Because I was about to say, yo, you can get a roof for way less than $5 million.
Yeah, you know, like, but it's hard. Like, I'm not in that situation. Like, I don't deal with, like, I'm not like a power couple that has like 20 million between the two of us or something like that. So like, it's like the same way when like people go to court who are famous and they're like, well, I need $100,000 a month in child support. Like,
100,000. God, niggas really be needing that. What does that cover?
Who was it? It was Chad Ochocinco or some football players got divorced with his wife, and she was getting like $60,000 a month.
Who has $60,000 extra dollars every month?
Blake Griffin has to pay his.
Oh yeah, but I know Blake Griffin had crazy child support. That's crazy. Why no human needs that?
Like a man or some shit like that before.
Yo,
you have to pay for their life that they become accustomed to. Like, nah,
bro. See, and that's why. Listen,
you're with me. Now you're not with me. Now you got to become accustomed to your own life.
See, if anybody who is about to get rich,
I get the kid, and I should get the kid more.
Listen, if you're watching this and you're about to get rich, spend the time while you're rich being broke. That way, if you get a divorce, you can say, listen, this is the lifestyle we've been living. So you don't need $5 million a month because we made it work on almost nothing.
I've never really understood that about divorce and child support and all that stuff. Like, so if we're getting divorced and I want my kids, and now I have to pay you, child should be the best for the child to be somebody that can provide for them. So should he be with me? Mostly more because I want my kids.
Well, it's a mental thing. So, like, ideally, it'd be split between both parents, 50-50.
But I would still technically have to pay child support, right?
I know, but see, that's the thing that makes me mad is that when it's split 50-50, you should not have to pay child support.
Yeah, why don't both parents just pay into a fund every month?
Literally
goes to the kid.
Child.
Yeah, if it's
and
at the
I
time
see where it gets messy because I have girlfriends who have literally as shady as it sounds, my kids have siblings in Arizona from another woman. The oldest is going through some stuff right now, and she asked to come stay with me. And my girl was like, "Oh, you should just have her come stay with you and then get him for child support for 3 of them."
The world is so fucked up.
And I'm like, I don't have my baby's dad on child support through the system. Like, I want him to spend time with his kids. I don't need his money. So it's like, but the fact that it even came out of her mouth, I was like, wow. Like, y'all really be thinking like this. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's crazy how a lot of people now use the system and they just use it to finesse fathers. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, like, do rich people eat like a different type of food than we do?
Like, you know how you get money for the child when you file your taxes?
Yeah.
That should be your child support.
For the year? What if some of these people only getting back a couple $1,000?
You got thousands of dollars for having that child when you file jacket.
I mean, how much are people getting back? It's not more than 10 racks, is it?
I'm like, I never got more than like $4,000.
How much do you pay in the child? You're not paying that much in child support for the year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, what about these guys that like have to pay like $100,000 in child support every year though? That's a lot of money. Where do they?
I'm talking about the normal people, the regular people.
Gotcha. Regular niggas, what are they paying? Like $5,000-$6,000 a year, maybe?
It depends. You got people that are paying like $300 a month, $200 a month, $350, $450 a month.
You know, these famous people got to pay alimony too when they've been married.
Yeah.
Because you're
Shit.
And then you got to split half of this shit.
Nah, see, I'm not doing that.
You get this house and
Listen.
the Corvette and
I'm not getting married.
the Porsche.
I need a partnership.
it's a
So,
mess.
if somebody's looking to have a partnership, that's cool. But if you were hoping to get on with me and get married, that's never going to happen for this type of shit.
As somebody who's been married, I don't know if I will ever legally sign a contract with someone again.
No.
I'll do a little wedding. We can have a commitment ceremony, whatever. But as far as like putting my name,
We can have pinky promise rings.
you know,
It might
well,
say
I mean, we
pinky
can wear
promise
rings, but it really is a contract, and it ends up getting really fucking messy.
Yeah. See, I'm cool with doing a ceremony and all that. Everybody pull up. We have a big ass fucking like, you know, celebration, get dressed up. That's lit. Dance to some good music. That's real cool. But all that extra stuff, that way in the end, no. Listen, have y'all ever seen this documentary that used to be on Netflix called Divorce Corp? And they talk about, they had one dude on there, and I remember this because I couldn't believe it. My man started like an architecture firm. He meets a woman. They get married. She takes everything from him, cleans him out, and now my man lives back with his parents in like a whole nother country. My man had to leave America because the divorce got so bad. Fam, that's not happening. That cannot happen. Why do people have to try to do other people like that? That's crazy shit. Oh yeah, Jay did suggest you can get a prenup. Okay, but yeah, you can get a prenup, but then how awkward is that conversation? Like, hey, I love you, but just in case this don't work out, sign this paper for me.
I just say you don't get shit when we leave.
Yeah, that's crazy because I've always thought about it like this. If I have to pitch or be pitched the idea of a prenup, that means myself or that person is already like planning their exit strategy. They're already looking for a way out, so maybe they're not that confident that this is gonna last. Maybe we shouldn't do this shit anyway. Why the fuck do we need a prenup?
Maybe we're good at what we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
FaceTime here and there. Smack and tickle.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing though. Like, as a woman, I feel like when you have your own shit and when you've established yourself, I would sign a prenup. Like, if somebody asked me to sign a prenup, I would. I feel like that's smart. Maybe that's because of what I've been through already.
Yeah. So here's what I think. I think of it like this. Each person leaves with everything that they came in with. Everything that you obtain together, you split evenly. If you go into it with that understanding, you don't need a prenup. And you shouldn't be with somebody who's going to end up trying to play you. I have no interest in taking my girl's things that she obtained without this. But think about this. If you end up linking with someone who gets a really good job and they really earn their way years and years before they meet you, is it really fair that you would divorce them and get to take half of what they earn? That shit that you didn't do anything for. There's no way in hell that's fair. I would never do that to somebody. So I definitely wouldn't want that done to me. That's crazy. You mean to tell me some girl's getting half of my shoe collection? Oh, hell no.
You gonna give it to the next nigga.
God, you know what I'm gonna do? If I gotta give up half the collection, the half that I give her, I'm gonna cut all of those shoes. I'm gonna damage those motherfuckers too.
Cut them in half, like diarrhea from that.
Oh no, I'm gonna take a box cutter and I'm gonna cut like the heels, but then like kind of halfway glue them back on, so you won't even be able to tell. And then if the nigga go wear them, when he try to flex in my shoes, he gonna end up embarrassed in public because the bottom's gonna come off, and they gonna be looking like a goof. Oh yeah, I got a whole plan. I wish you would take my shoes. If my future girls listening, good luck, baby.
Good luck.
I don't know. The shoes probably wouldn't be worth anything by the time I get married, because by then we'll back to be wearing moccasins and shit. Probably we probably won't need shoes because we won't be leaving the house. All right, what do you guys got planned for the rest of the week, which is actually just one more day and then it's the weekend? Fuck.
I don't know. It's supposed to be hot, actually, isn't it?
It's supposed to be hot, nigga. It's hot now.
Supposed to be like 80 degrees.
90 degrees over here right now.
Be quiet.
Priscilla, do you have air conditioning in your home?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just checking.
Central air. If you're gonna central air down here, like you don't die.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, every house is like equipped with that down here.
Yeah, that's smart. All right, so real quick.
Your electricity bill crazy?
Yo, I had a crazy electricity bill last month. It's my own fault. I had the heat on too fucking much. It's worth it though. But I was like, yo, why would they really got us paying this for this? It's crazy. So are you guys watching the YouTube? Like, are you looking at the chat? Steph is in here. And we're talking about the child support thing. So I want to go back because I personally haven't made fun of Stinks in a couple of weeks. So I want to read this. So I don't get child support. I just ask that if I need something, their dad help out, but I don't ask. That's fair. And he should be helping you without you having to ask because he's the father, okay? But this fool really asked me if I got my stimulus and if I could give him $500 for one of the kids. LOL, ... Like what, homie? Homie's got 2 M's. I like it. And then
this is what frustrates me. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Priscilla.
I'll let you go ahead. Because Steph and I pretty much have the same baby daddy without having the same baby daddy. And here's the thing. You gotta commit the time if you genuinely want to pay some shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't just come in when you feel like being a dad, put in a couple hours and be like, oh, well, I'm a dad. I spend time with them. That's corny. Putting my kids to bed, like giving them bath, waking them up in the morning, homeschooling my daughter, making sure she's got what she needs, dealing with sick kids when they're sick. Like, you get to sleep in, you get to be at home, and then you get to come in when you feel like it. And then, he's fucked up.
Let me get that 500 and flip it.
So real quick, I want to read her next comment. So, of course, me, because I want to confirm. So I put Stinks McGinks. Is that who we're talking about? Steph replies, "That's my only baby dad." That part made me laugh. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So first of all, in regards to Stinky, welcome back to the show. I can't believe. Wait a minute. Oh, this nigga work at like 3 different hospitals. He don't got no fucking money. What does he be doing? Steph, give us a report. I'm still, honestly, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm still laughing at when we first gave him this nickname, when I crowned him. I want to make sure I get credit for this because we might be able to, the show might take off on the back of Stinks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's greedy. Okay, well, I always hear you saying how he works at multiple hospitals. Like, where the fuck does this nigga put all his money? But he asking you for $500 for one kid. I mean, did he earn it? Probably not. He don't get the money. I feel like these should be easy no. Stinks. What do you need the money for? What are you going to spend that on? It's not stuff to clean your ass. You think he's buying $500 worth of new drawers or something like that?
Lily draw.
That shit's funny. Well, that's hella funny. Well, we haven't made fun of Stinks in a long time, but since we made fun of him, we shouldn't make fun of the other person. Priscilla, is your dude still with that big ass dude that looks like the Big Show from WWE?
He sure is.
Wow. She's so buff. God, we should.
I don't know. Don't put me she's hella good at putting people in a headlock. So
Can we?
Like, what was the teacher from Matilda?
Miss Trunchbull? Yo, she does look like that. Shit. Yo, can we put her IG link in the chat?
Have you seen the picture?
Send James those pictures. But send him one where she's got a nigga in the headlock though. That shit was crazy.
Oh,
yo, can we put her IG in the chat or can we get sued for that? I don't have any money, so I don't.
Absolutely. I'm all about supporting small business.
Oh yeah, she does have a small business. We'll rep her business at least. That way she can't be completely mad. But she really is a buff ass Big Show looking type of girl who puts niggas in headlocks and gets paid for it. So get the money how you can. Steph says Stinks is probably gonna buy some fake chains, probably, and vanilla cream. Okay. Those are some very specific purchases. All right. Get your listen, y'all. If you get the opportunity to flip your girl's stimulus check, my nigga, make sure you get some fake chains and some vanilla cream. And listen, if you're listening on Track Talk Radio, we got about 5 minutes. Be sure to tune in to the Ryan Show because that is coming up next. Shout out to CEO of Track Talk Radio, Miss Sherry, and then our sponsors, Tribe Tokes and Bliss Body. We got everybody. Pretty soon, there's going to be too many people to name. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to play one more little song, and then we got about 5 more minutes on YouTube, so stay tuned. All right, man. I got to remember to cut this damn music off. Lately, I've been forgetting, but listen, it happens. I'm tired. Okay. What's Buffy's IG?
It's I just texted it to you. It's @goddess_Nadia.
Okay, that way everybody in the chat can look at it. And we're not shaming her. I'm actually very impressed at her. Are these abilities? Should we list them as abilities?
Honestly,
listen, if you're listening to my show, look at the chat, go find this girl's IG and see what we're talking about. She probably got your baby daddy in a headlock right now.
Probably doing a lot more than that.
Making that stimulus check.
No, the cream is not for Stinks. Who's the cream for, Steph? Is the cream? Does that code for something? Y'all being nasty again? With the get the cream, girl. Hey, yo, girl, go in the kitchen, get that cream real quick. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have any final remarks? Any last words before I cut this off? Oh, it's in there. Y'all must be talking about something. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing in the chat, talking about vanilla cream, and that's somebody's nickname. I don't want any parts of that. Now it's starting to get weird. Yeah, like I said, you guys got any final remarks? Anything funny you want to talk about? James, we got 3 or 4 minutes. You got some conspiracies you want to discuss?
All right. I mean, you watched that. I got that show sent to me by Steph and Priscilla. That shit was crazy earlier.
What is it?
That so what was
Dr. Fauci?
Yeah. That thing was crazy.
I don't know what that is.
It has the like the ex-employee of her, like, I don't know if she was an employee or some shit like that, but she was in jail. They put her in jail, like put a gag order on her and all that stuff. She couldn't talk about it. But she's the one that came out and saying that pretty much that it's been planned. The thing was called like a pandemic.
Oh, the pandemic video that you're talking about?
Yeah, everybody's been talking about it. Can't believe it and all that stuff. I watched that this morning. That shit was nuts.
I mean, I don't know, man. We talk about this every week on this show. We reference this letter if you believe the letter, then you've just been watching everything play out since the letter happened. Priscilla, how long ago was that? It's been some time now.
It's been a couple months now.
Yeah, it didn't happen in March. Right before.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it was the beginning of March.
What does the letter like? It's playing out just like the letter.
Just like the letter said.
Yeah, there were a handful of things that happened much like a long time after like the letter, almost to where it was like, I know we said that we probably thought this was BS, but now this is happening. Like it's just too real. And one of the main ones I remember was the pedophile, like royal pedophile. What's his name? Prince something. How he pop up with the thing with no symptoms. Anyway, we already did all our shows on that. We're not gonna get back into that. But this is a scientist that worked with with the Fucci guy, Fossey, whatever the fuck his name is. She was put in jail in silence for 5 years. She just in confinement the whole time.
They said every time she talked, they put her back in jail.
So she wasn't even getting like outdoors time or nothing. She just was in a lot.
They said she had a gag order. There was a gag order for 5 years, and every time she would talk or say anything, do a Facebook post, she would go to jail. Then they said something like she got a lawyer because we were slaves and all that. The lawyer would be brought up on charges, but no lawyers would take the cases.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. She got a lot of evidence, so that's the cool part.
Can one of y'all send this video to me? I want to watch it.
Yep.
Yeah, send that to me. I want to check that out. This is very interesting. There's a lot of these videos that are popping up, especially the ones that are, like now. So Steph sent me this video, was it last week or the week before, the girl speaking on behalf of her friend who was like a travel nurse or something and then ended up in New York helping out. And then all the conditions are all bad. And now we're starting to see a lot of these people who are coming forward and representing themselves as nurses, basically confirming everything that girl was saying was true in that video. So I guess we should all just keep an eye on that. It's at this point, it's hard to like, who do you believe? Do you believe that all this shit was planned and that we're all fucking screwed and that all this shit is being done on purpose? Or you're one of those people that believes that this is just a series of unfortunate events and people are getting sick and it's shitty, or are you somebody that believes something else? What'd you say, James?
I said, nah, there's what is it? It's too much. How many times does there's like a coincidence happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Impossible.
Yeah, it's like there's too many things that have happened for us to just be like, well, this is a coincidence.
Like, how many times can you say what a coincidence?
Yeah. No, you're right about that. Shit is crazy. Well, guys, we're about to close this out, man. I appreciate y'all calling in. It was fun. I'm glad we shared some laughs. I want you guys to know that, us fellow swimmers, we forgive y'all for pissing in the pool. We forgive y'all for that. All right.
Don't let me in your pool.
Don't, James. You're not coming over if I forget a pool, bro. No, James can't come, bro.
Priscilla, I'm coming back.
Priscilla, yo, you can't let this nigga come to your pool, bro. He gonna be peeing in that thing.
Yeah, I've been begging for a lot.
That's hella funny. All right, guys. Well, it's been real. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe, share, pass this around, do all the things. I'll be back on Sunday. All right, guys. See y'all later. Steph, thanks for being in the chat. You're awesome. Your stories are funny. Let me know if I'm gonna get that free admission to the Mafia. I need to be in the Mafia. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys later. The stream is over.